This is Lauren Fogelman, Coach of Champions with ExpertSportsPerformance.com, working with high-achieving athletes, coaches, and teams for winning results. Today's topic, performance blocks are destroying Tiger Woods' game. He just quit the Pro Tour in order to work on his stroke to be able to get his game back on. He's had some of the highest scores in his career, and he's also suffering from the deadly chipping yips. Those yips cause an involuntary muscle twitch that tends to upset his stroke, and when that happens, it's a sure sign that there's some mental game issues going on under the surface. In fact, the chips, they're usually a sign of high pressure, trust issues, and they affect your confidence. In fact, the solution is not necessarily based upon logic, because one of the things that we know is if you can do your skill one day and not the next, it's not a physical issue. It's usually a mental game block. So let's look at the 5-step solution in order for Tiger Woods to turn his game around. First off is the strengths. He needs to tune into, once again, his characteristics that bring him to the game, that have really put him as the top mental game athlete in all time. So what is it that once gave him that solid laser focus, and what can he do now to help reclaim it? Afterwards, shift. Focusing on the problems, dealing with resistance, not wanting to work through things, is energy draining. It's a distraction from the possibilities. So instead of focusing on the problems, let's turn it around, focus on the possibilities, and find the opportunities available to him right now that will help him to move the needle forward, being able to see gains in his performance and help to lower his score once again. Afterwards, stepping out of the box. The top athletes are highly innovative. They're masters at their game. What can he do to really discover a different approach that will be effective and help him to cope with his anxiety, regain his confidence, and give him that laser focus once again? Next, strategize. You have to know what some of the mental game blocks are that he's dealing with. Go ahead and list them out, prioritize them, and then work on one at a time. And instead of thinking that you have to work on the whole thing all at one time, go ahead and chunk it down so you're having milestones along the way. Consistent, steady effort gets so much more as far as results go than intensively working on something and then pulling back from it. So identify it, chunk it down, and get to work. And then finally, support. Who's on his team? Tiger Woods has burned a lot of bridges over the past couple years. He needs to know who's really there for him, has his best interests at heart, and who wants him to win. Getting that solid team will really help him with moving forward and people giving him good, honest feedback to get his game back on. So the bottom line is, if you're dealing with mental game issues, the first step is making a decision that you're going to look at yourself. Take a good, brutal, hard, honest look at yourself. What is really going on? How are you getting in your own way? And once you do that, then you can actually move forward. But you got to start with that decision. And once he starts to get his mental game back on, he's going to have the strength, the fortitude, the grit to be able to step back up, reclaim his lead, and eventually have those 3 wins he needs to set the next record. So here's your challenge. Where's your resistance? Where are you holding yourself back? And where in your mental game can you use some tightening up? Go ahead and come up with the top 5, prioritize them, decide which one you want to work on first. My feeling, work on the one that is probably easiest. That's going to be quick, get some results, because that's going to help build confidence to then work on the next one. One thing builds upon the next. Remember, consistent, steady effort, and do one thing at a time, see some results, then take on the next challenge. So go ahead and post a comment. What's your takeaway? What are you going to work on as far as your mental game that's going to make a difference? I'd love to hear from you, and go ahead and click the likes button to pass it forward. If you're interested in 7 essential steps to winning, go to my website, expertsportsperformance.com. Put your name and email address in the upper right-hand corner immediately. You'll get the first of the video training series. My mission is to show you how to stay cool when the heat is on. Lauren Fogelman, expertsportsperformance.com.